computer. All right, hello everybody. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Antoinette. I am one of the traders in the academy. I focus mainly on swing trading. I also take Paul scalps and Ashley's intraday trades as well. And we're going to talk about all of the channels on this call because we are focusing on the two words that hold. Why is there a gold box? The two words that hold all traders back from being successful. Well, I would say most. It's risk management and discipline. But today we're going to talk about risk management, and I want to make sure that, especially as a beginner, you guys understand risk management. Okay, so what I want to ask on this call in the chat, you could say yes or no. Do you guys understand what lot size to use based on what you're looking to risk if the trade hits stop loss? Right now, we're going to talk about the scalping channel and intraday channel. Type a yes or no in the chat. Do you understand if you're trying to risk 5% on a setup and the stop loss is 50 pips away? Do you understand how what lot size to use? If you want to risk 5% on a setup and the stop loss is 50 pips away, do you understand how to calculate lot size? Yes or no? Some people say no. Okay, cool. Well, that's why we're on this call to really make sure you guys understand risk management. You should not be taking any trades if you don't know what you could potentially lose at stop loss. Type a yes if you guys understand that, please. You should not be taking trades if you don't know what you could potentially lose. We're going to talk about swing trading after scalping and intraday. It's easier to talk about this first. Then we will go on to swing trading. Okay. Risk management. Let's talk about it for scalp and intraday. So, for the most part, guys, when it just so you guys know, we have a very important, exciting announcement near the end of this call. So at the end of this call, I'm going to announce something very huge that is coming. I don't want to say it now. Definitely going to say it at the end, but just know that what I'm explaining right now is going to be explained in a lot more detail, and you'll know at the end of this call. So two exciting things I'm going to say. Okay, so let's put that out there. All right, so when we talk about risk management, let's talk about Paul's scalps first, okay? Because I take Paul's scalping trades. I'm going to tell you guys what I do when I take it and the risk management that I use when it comes to scalping. And then I'll talk to you guys about like the different accounts that you can have when it comes to taking any trades, okay? We have two different type of traders. Realistically, we have the high risk trader and we have the low risk trader. Let's just say we got H and L, okay? It is okay to have two different accounts. If you want to have a high risk account, cool. But I also do recommend having a low risk account as well. Why? Because low risk, I like to say that's long-term steady growth over time. And high risk, you can grow a lot and then blow the next day. Type a yes if you've been there. Type a yes if you've been there. If you're trading high risk, you can grow a lot and blow the next day. Okay? Now, is that necessarily a bad thing? I don't want to say it's bad. The only time I would say it's not quote unquote bad is if you withdraw. If you want to trade extremely high risk, if you want to 50 times your account, and if you 50 times your account in one day, I just don't understand why you're leaving everything in there to attempt it the next day and lose it all. Type a yes in the chat if you believe in withdrawing. Just type a yes. If you believe in withdrawing your funds, type a yes. If you want to use trading to fund your lifestyle, to save, to buy certain things, type a yes. Okay. If that is what you want to do, how are you going to do that if you don't withdraw some of your profits? Trading is not something, guys, where you have to leave every penny in your account forever. You see me, I withdraw. If I make 50K, if I make 5K, a percentage of that is going into my account. So when it comes to risk management, before I even go into high risk and low risk, I'm a firm believer in withdrawing your profits. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how powerful it is to withdraw your profits if you're over leveraging. Okay? Type in me in the chat if you've traded, even in this academy, if you've traded, you made so much profit, and then you had one bad trading day after, let's say, 2, 3 weeks, and everything is gone. Type in me if that has happened to you and you did not withdraw. You made all this money, you traded, had one bad trade that you did not withdraw, and now it's gone. A lot of people saying me. From this day forward, I don't want that to be you. Okay? From this day forward, I want you to leave this call with a withdrawal plan. What do I mean by that? So you could tell yourself, okay, 5% of my profits each week, I'm going to cash out. Each week, I'm going to take 5%. Or you could even say, okay, 10% of my profits. I don't care if you made $200 and you're saying to yourself, oh, well, Antoinette, what is $200? Let me pause my share here for 1 second. I don't want to pull up the wrong thing. Oh, see, now it's not. What did someone say in the chat? 10K to 200K and lost it all. Yeah, see, first of all, good thing you're here because that's not going to happen again. But you never want to be in a position where you're watching your account grow and you don't take any of it. Okay. So some people may say to me, okay, well, Antoinette, if I only made $200 for the week, if I have a 10% withdrawal goal for that week, why did I just do that? Hold on. Is this the right calculator? Okay, there we go. $20. Okay, let's do $20. If I only make 200, I take 10%, that's only $20. Okay, but let's say every week you're consistently withdrawing $20 out of your account. Okay, that is $80 for the month. Let's say you did this consistently. You're taking again, your account grows, so that 10% is gonna definitely compound. Okay, so it's gonna be more. But let's say you're doing it consecutively for like 2 years. That's 1,920 you're able to put in a savings account and you're still growing your account. Even if you just say to yourself, okay, well, I'm gonna take maybe 100 a week or 50 a week, or I don't know, 30. Like if you want to set number, you can do that as well. But I always recommend paying yourself. Let me tell you guys something about someone that I know. Okay. He is a very high risk trader. And the way that he trades, guys, this is literally what he does. Like he blows accounts all the time, but trading funds his lifestyle. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. This is what he'll do. He'll risk it for the biscuit. Some traders, and we're going to talk about high risk, we're going to talk about low risk. Some traders, for example, they'll have a $500 account. Let's just say, for example. And what they're willing to do is they're literally willing to go all in to either 10 times their $500 or below their $500. Now, when you have really good signals or you have really good analysis or you've been trading for a while like he has been, it's not hard to 10 times this. I'm sure we've all been there. I'm sure we've all been there where you can 10 times your own, you've 10 times your own money. So let's say $500, okay, he decides to 10 times his return. He now has $5,000. So he's taken 500 to 5,000, okay, in one trading week. What do you guys think he did when this happened? What do you guys think based on what I'm even telling you on this call? What do you guys think he did when he took 500 to 5,000 in a week? What is the wise thing to do? Let me ask that in the chat. What is the wise thing to do? Someone said withdraw 4,500. Anybody else? Take 4,500. Everyone's saying the same thing. Take 4,500. Take 4,500. right? But so many traders, because they are so stuck on taking $2 to $1 million in a month, which is so unrealistic, do not withdraw any of their profits. Guys, type a yes if you understand what I'm saying. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page, because what I'm telling you on this call is going to set you apart from traders out there that just keep making money and then giving it back to the markets. Or you keep making money and then you keep blowing. You make money, then you blow. Then you make money and you blow. 500 to 5,000. Okay. You guys are right. He went there now and he took out his $4,500. So now he's in profit 4,500. He got back his initial investment of 500, and now he's trading with what? House money. High risk, house money. High risk, HH, house money. Now, the next week he traded this $500. Remember, he's trading high risk. I'm only using this example for high risk traders. He traded $500 and he blew his account. He went from 500 to zero. Everything in his account is gone. Or let's just even say it's a massive loss and he has 200 left. 500 to zero. Please tell me, guys, who would cry more? The person that went from 500 to 5,000 and blew it, or the person that went from 500, withdrew 4,500 and went to zero? Who's in a better position, person A or person B? So person A, they withdrew their 4,500, then lost 5. Person B, they did not withdraw anything. They left the 5,000 and then blew it. Who is in a better position? They both ended up with a blown account at the end, but who's up? Person A. Why? Because he already got back 4,500. He put in 5, then he blew 5, so he still profits $4,000. How many of you can use an extra $4,000 every single month? Okay, so if you are going to trade high risk, if you have 2 accounts and you are going to trade high risk, stop thinking compound for the rest of your life. You want to know why? It is not realistic to make 100% gains every single week for the rest of your life. Please type a yes if you guys understand this. If that was possible, everybody trading Forex would be successful. It's not realistic. So if you are going to trade high risk, okay, if you're going to trade high risk, you have to take your money. Unless you're okay with potentially losing it all. I mean, if you're okay with it, cool. So some people are different. Some people are actually okay with losing everything they've built up. So this goes back to what I say. Is everyone following so far? I really want to make sure, because we're really here to duplicate our success and what we've seen in this space. We're here to duplicate what we're doing. We're here to duplicate people that can make 500,000 in a month. Like, I'm almost at 500,000 this month. And I have 3 accounts right now. Low risk, medium risk, high risk. And you best believe I would draw. I'm one of those traders that will show you my wallet and show you you best believe. I don't care how much money I have. I am taking my money out, especially if I'm trading high risk. Okay. This goes for scalping. It goes for swinging, especially swinging. I'm sure we all know this, especially from what's happening with gold right now. And it goes for intraday. If you are going to especially trade higher risk with swinging, you better be taking your money, because there's going to be times where gold decides to go crazy like it is right now. And there's going to be times where gold climbs and we profit and it's crazy profits. Okay. So please don't be the trader that's looking to take $500 to $2 million in a month, please. Could you guys type a me if that's not going to be you? Please don't be that trader. If you're gonna trade high risk, have that account, like have goals for that account. Tell yourself, okay, I'm trading high risk, so I'm gonna take out 50% of my profits every week. I'm trading high risk, so I'm gonna take out 20% of my profit every week. So that eventually, when I blow my account, because that's going to happen, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, when you trade high risk, you're going to blow your account one day. That way, when you blow your account and you go back and you do the math, you're still in overall profit. You don't want to build your account up crazy. I've seen people message me saying, Antoinette, I got started with you guys at $500, grew my account to 25,000 in 2 weeks, and I lost it all in one day trading gold. And I said, you grew your account from 500 to 25,000 in 2 weeks, and you didn't take any money out? And you know, they said to me, no, I wanted to grow it more, but now I'm devastated because it's all gone. You had a free $20,000 from the market. And the initial thing, more than that, 25K, the initial thing in your mind was you wanted more. You know what stops a lot of traders, which I'm so happy we're on this call? It's greed. You have an opportunity right in front of you to make your money make you money. And instead of taking it, especially trading high risk, you're going to leave it in there to potentially meet a terrible day in the market. Now, people will say to me as well, Antoinette, with a higher balance, I'm able to use a higher lot size. So I would rather keep my money in my account. Okay, but what is it going to do for you if it's all gone? What lot size are you going to use if all your money is gone? Guys, someone answer that for me in the chat. If you are trading high risk and you don't withdraw anything and all your money goes, what lot size are you going to use? What can you do? Somebody, is everybody following? Somebody answer me in the chat. What's your lot size on an account with $0? Thank you, Celie. It's $0. Thank you, Erica. It is $0. So you cannot be thinking, oh, but if I withdraw, I'm going to start back at ground zero. Who cares? You made $20,000. If that's the case, if you took 500 to 25,000 once, why can't you potentially do it again? Just do exactly what you did before. Worst case, you blow it. Who cares? You're still up 20,000. Best case, you do it again. Yay, you're up 50,000. Now withdraw that again and run it back. Withdraw that again and run it back. Do you guys understand? If you're trading high risk, you don't need to compound forever. It does not make any sense. And the thing is, this is not even like going to the casino. You want to know why this is not gambling? Trading high risk like this, you want to know why it's not gambling? The reason why it's not gambling, guys, is you're taking high quality setups sent by traders who are scanning the charts. You're not randomly buying or selling on your own. Mind you, I'm not talking about self-trading here. Unless you know how to trade and know how to mark up the charts, I'm not talking about you manually buying and selling on your own. I'm talking about you taking signals from the channels. Okay, if you take Paul scalps on a high risk and low risk account and he wins every single trade, if he has a fire week, you can definitely quadruple this $500 in your high risk account. Then what do? Withdraw. You leave your initial, you try to run it again. If it doesn't work, you blow it, you're still up. If it works, you take your money out. Stop trying to trade high risk on forever, please. Your high risk account is your withdraw account. Your high risk account, you can even take like 50% of your profits from high risk and you could put it into your low risk account. And then the other 50% you can withdraw for yourself. Now, when it comes to your low risk account, this is something that you should compound. Low risk is something that you should compound. You don't have to withdraw all day, every day from your low risk account. Okay, now let's go to your low risk account for a second. I know some of you said you don't understand how to calculate what you should risk at your stop loss. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna do some math for a second. If those of you that know it, maybe I'll say something that um resonates with you. So still listen very carefully, even if you know how to do this math. Let's say on pause scalping, the average stop loss is 100 pips. Okay. And you say to yourself, okay, I only want to risk 2%, 2% per trade. If the stop loss is 100 pips and you're only risking 2% a trade, you would need 50 losing trades in a row. Now type today. You need 50 losing trades in a row to blow your account. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen Paul send 50 losing trades in a row. I haven't seen that. I've been following him for years, but he's new to the academy, but even in the academy, I haven't seen that. So now let's say you need 50 losing trades in a row to blow your account at 100 stop loss, $2, 2% per trade. Now, how do you figure out what lot size you should use based on your account balance? Listen carefully to this risk management. It's going to be your account balance, okay? You're going to multiply that by 2%, which is your risk. Okay, so let's just say I have a $5,000 account. I only want to risk that 2%. So I'm only risking $100 per trade on a $5,000 account. Okay, so your account balance times 2%. So I have a $5,000 account. Multiply that by 2%. So I did that before, it gave me $100. So this is what I'm risking per trade. Okay. Now, if the average stop loss is 100 pips, all you would then do is divide by the stop loss. Right? So if I have $100, we know that with gold a 0.10 is $1 per pip, which means the lot size I would use is a 0.10, which is $1 per move, which is $100 at stop loss. Now your $100, your $100 risk, you're dividing that by your $100 stop loss. Okay. Is everybody following so far? Type a yes. So your $100 risk, you divided by your, ooh, why is my Siri talking to me? You divided by your $100 stop loss. We're good? Okay, perfect. That's 0.10 per move. So you know also there's also a risk calculator in the back office in the Gold Boss Academy. I'm actually going to be doing an entire overview call on how to use every tool in Gold Boss Academy. That's a part of the special announcement at the end of the call. So if you guys have logged into the back office and you haven't utilized every tool yet, don't worry. We're doing something big for that, okay? But that's also here so you don't have to do the math manually, but this is how you determine your lot size. So now you know before going into every trade, you have an idea of what you're going to lose per trade. And again, in this case, it would take 50 losing trades in a row to blow your account. You could even lower this. You don't have to risk 2%. You can now do 0.50%. Right? If you have 0.50%, see how many losing trades. You need 200 losing trades in a row to blow your account. 200 in a row. So this is why I say low risk is like compounding your account slowly over time. A lot of people, I'm going to show you guys something here. A lot of people, they don't understand slow growth. They just, I don't know. People just don't like slow growth for whatever reason. I feel like they probably just don't understand the value of compounding. But if you have even a $500 account and you make 1% a day, let's say there's 240 trading days for the year. Let's just say we do that. Because we have 20 trading days per month times 12. I think I did that right. Yeah, 240. So look at what you're earning. So it looks like it's a little bit. $5. Okay, then I made 505. Then I made 510. Mine, you can also withdraw, right? So you're withdrawing. So let's say you're not withdrawing on this account. You're compounding. So at the end of the year, you're at 5446. Now, people might say, well, this is gonna take so long. I only made 4,940. By the way, I don't know anyone who could save this. A lot of people can't even save 5,000 a year, working their full-time job, not investing. So if you can't even save this in a year, you should be content compounding and doing this, getting this done. Okay, so this is your low risk account, mind you, low risk account. Now, let's say this is your ending balance. You did it again for another year. Look at the difference here. This was your ending balance. You guys can save this compound calculator, inch calculator. This is your ending balance. You slowly grew it again for another year. Now you're at 59,000 year 2. Then year 3, and this is you not withdrawing. You did it again. Look at what it is year 3. Then people will ask me, how do you make so much money trading? Guys, I compounded low risk, and this is what I truly believe sets traders who don't understand the system from traders who are multi seven figures. If we trade high risk, we withdraw. If we compound, we leave it in there. Type a yes in the chat if you're getting what I'm saying. $500 to 650,000 in 3 years, just compounding over time. Sure, you may not win every single day, but even if I could take $500 to 60,000, if I could take 500 to 100,000, let's say I lost 500K, if I could take 500 to 100,000 in just 3 years, I'm okay. Right? Then I may withdraw. Then you could take some funds and put it into your high risk. Now, this is the thing about high risk, okay? How many of you guys have been trading with us and you made like 10% in a day? Just type a yes in the chat. That's $50. So on $500, you made who's made 10% a day with us trading? A lot of people saying yes, easily. Okay. Now look at this. 10% a day, $500, 240 days. Do you guys see this number? I can't even say. Type a yes if you can see this number, please. If we could start with $500 and do 10% every day for a year, don't you think every single person in this world would be sitting and eating dinner with Bill Gates? Like, for those of you on this call, I'm telling you, you're going to be a 7-figure trader. Like, I can't even stress this enough. Don't you guys think you would be sitting with Bill Gates if $500 could make you 10% every day for a year? You could, like, no one's thinking compounding. So it looks easy at first. You're making $60, then 65, then 100, then like, this doesn't even make sense. I don't know how to say this number. I don't even know if Bill Gates has this amount of money. I don't know. I don't know if Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, I don't know if the Tesla guy, Elon Musk has, I don't know. So I don't know why everyday traders that are just starting think they can do this every day. This is why I say if you're trading high risk and you find yourself doing those 10% days, take some of your money out. For one, don't watch it. Go compound and just leave it, and don't keep aiming for these high gains unless you're going to withdraw, because one day it's going to blow and you're not going to take 500 to a million gazillion dollars in a year. If you thought that's what trading was, it's not. Can you make this amount of money? I don't know if you can make it in your lifetime. I guess it depends. Can you get rich trading? Yes. But please, let's do it right. If you're going to trade high risk, take that money out. And if you're going to trade low risk, understand that compounding over time is the way to go, because eventually you will get there. It may seem slow the first year or two, but you will get there. I'm not sure why everyone sees trading as a sprint and not a marathon. Like this should show you right now that this is not long term. And if you see any trading system that says, oh, they can get you 10% a day, whatever it is possible. It is possible. But take your profit. Look at this. If you do 10% a day on 500 for 20 days, which is very possible. This is very possible. You'll end off the month with $3,363. Please take at least 2,000 and put it aside, and then trade with the rest and try to do it again. Like, take some money out. 3,600 may not seem like a lot of money to a lot of people, but you have to look at the percent that you're targeting. This is a very high percentage. If you do this consistently for 40 days, which I've seen and it is possible, you can take 500 to 20K in 40 days. You can. It's only 40 days. You can be on a streak. That's the thing about trading is you could have such a great streak that one streak funds your lifestyle for a year. And then after you withdraw your initial, you could never do it again. Type a yes if you guys understand, or 222. Let me make sure you guys are with me on this call. You could have a streak that allows you to set your family up for financial freedom. And then after that streak, it's like, okay, I keep losing. After that streak, I blew my account. When you're on that streak, please take your money and withdraw it and put it aside. If I took $500 to 22K in 40 days, I personally am taking out at least 20,000. And I'll start with 2,000, and I'll still aim for 10% a day on my 2,000 for a month. And that's another 13K. Then you withdraw that 11,000 you made, and you could try to run it back again. And you could try to run it back again. But don't try to do this for the year, because you're going to, who is taking 2,000 to this, whatever number this is, in a year at 10? No one's doing this. The market is like, when you trade at these high risk numbers, the market is going to eat you alive one day. It is going to eat you alive one day. But it doesn't matter to the trader that was taking out their profits, does it? If I made 5,000 off my 2,000 and I took my 5,000 and left 2,000, then I blew 2,000, I don't care. I only care if I never withdrew it. Then I'm depressed for like 2 weeks. Okay, so when it comes to the scalping trades, guys, this is how you calculate how much you're going to risk at stop loss on your low risk. On your high risk, you may say, okay, on 500, I'm going to take Paul's trade and I'm going to go all in. I'm either going to make 1,000 today and double my account, or lose 500. If you have the funds to do this and just rinse and repeat, sure, do it if you want to. But please make sure you withdraw. If you take 500 to 1,000, do not start trading the next week with your 1,000. Go back to your 5. Try to do it again. Because this is how you could possibly make a consistent $500 a month until you're able to start and risk a higher amount of money on your high risk account. Right? So we're gonna get to the taking TPs. That's near the end of the call on how to take signals. So this is how we risk. Okay, this is how we risk. This is how we see how much should we should be risking per trade on a low risk account. And okay, let me just see if there's anything in the chat. Okay, perfect. So now swing trading. A lot of you guys, you had a great run with swing trading. Some of you guys are still in the buys that we're in, which gold, honestly, I have no emotions when it comes to trading gold anymore. And this is why with swing trading, I always stress pre-calculating your drawdown and knowing how much you're willing to lose and how much you're willing to draw down, because I know gold can be crazy. We had buys at 39.51 and 408. Luckily, you know, those shot up a couple times for us. We caught a few hundred pips on this move up and down because it kept going down to this entry and then shooting back up. We had an entry, this entry right here at 4008. This is what we wanted right away, for it to shoot up back to 41.41, which it did a couple times. Then the other day, for no reason at all, it decided to break, and then this entry went into profit. So what you want to do when it comes to swing trading is make sure that you can handle these breaks. But we're going to get to that in 1 second. Okay, we're going to get to it in 1 second. Let me delete all this stuff first so we're not. So when it comes to swing trading, it is the same concept. If you decide to swing trade high risk, I'm sure you guys have all seen, it is extremely profitable. It is extremely, type a yes if you've seen this. And why it's extremely profitable? Because we're running 500 plus pips per setup. So type a yes if you've seen this. Okay, it's extremely profitable. All right. But what else can it do? It could also blow your account high risk, just like scalping, just like any other trading strategy. So if you're going to swing trade high risk, what do you guys think you should be doing? Somebody, let's, first person tell me, let's see. Who's the first one that will type in the chat? If you're going to trade high risk, what do you think you should be doing if we have a fire week and you're swing trading high risk? Can somebody tell me in the chat, please? Thank you, Nixon. Withdraw. Take your profits. If I say that the lot size for swing trading is 0.01 per 1K, even if you're at this, even if you're doing this risk management and we're catching 5, 6, we still have the 3807 entry. I don't know. Some people may have closed that. Some people may not have gotten it because you came in late. I don't know how many people actually took that entry, but we still have that entry open. Look, it's still here. We took that on September 30th. I mark up all my trades. We're still up 24,000 ticks, 2,430 pips. I still have this trade open on our 3807 entry. Granted, I still have some trades down here. My big buy zone. But honestly depends on when you joined. This drawdown that we're seeing right now, it's not affecting my account personally a lot at all because I'm in these buys underneath. Some of you guys are in these buys underneath. It really depends on when you joined, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about that near the end of the call. Just a new blueprint for swing trading for everyone to really follow, because when it comes to swing trading, like these top entries would affect you more if you just joined, or like if you don't have trades underneath. So we're gonna talk about that going forward. But trading high risk is extremely profitable, 500 plus pips. So like I said, you still want to withdraw, especially if you're doing it high risk, because there's going to be a day like this where gold does pull back maybe 1,000 pips. maybe 2,000 pips. Like gold can really pull back. It is so rare. What we're seeing right now with gold has not happened, guys, in 6 years. I want you guys to understand this. Sometimes it's that, and that is why I would, that's why you withdraw. How do you guys think I would feel today if I was trading gold profitably for 6 years? I never withdrew, then my account blew. Can someone tell me in the chat how would I feel? Can you guys do you guys see why you should withdraw? Can some like how would you feel if you were trading gold profitably for 6 years and that you never withdrew? Because you're waiting for that, you're waiting to get your account to 1 million. And then everything blew in one day. You feel terrible, numb, detached, depressed. I'm chilling because I've been trading gold and I've been withdrawing. So when the market wants to act crazy, it's like, okay. A lot of you guys, some of you guys, just you haven't had good trade ideas. Or maybe you just started trading, right? Or maybe your strategy wasn't working. When you're part of a circle like us of elite 7-figure traders that actually do this, you're in a good position. I literally just started trading mentorship. A lot of you guys will know I started this academy maybe 2 months ago, but I've been a full-time trader for 6+ years, so I could never be one of those traders where you could say I make my money off of mentorships. My cars cost me damn near 10,000 a month. Those are the ones that I haven't bought cash. My G Wagon alone is $5,000 a month. And we have what? I don't know, 100 members? Oh, I think I muted myself. I have a new setup, guys. I'm sorry. There's a little like there's a mic thing here and I think I touched it. I have a new setup. I gotta get used to all this fancy techie stuff. Sorry, can you guys hear me now? I'm good. I don't know why I stopped, but car 5,000 a month. My G Wagon and that alone is 5,000. We have what 100 members in the academy. That's maybe 9,700 bucks a month. Sitting like in my dream house, like I said, that mortgage alone is up there. And I think where I got muted is I said I bought my dad his dream car. I actually bought my dad a Corvette. Don't tell him. You guys know my dad. Don't tell him he doesn't know yet. But he's been wanting that car for a very long time. So this just goes to show like my trading journey. I was losing like maybe the first 2 years. I want to say 1 to 2 years consistently losing and blowing accounts. But you know what I realized I was doing? I was normally taking my account from like 500. I would take it from like 500 to 2K. And then the next week from 2K to zero. One, I really could have just been taking 500 to 2K and then took out 1,500, fed my family, whatever, I got 1,500, and then tried again. And maybe this time I'll take 500 to 5K instead of 2K and rinse and repeat instead of just blowing, instead of just going to zero, right? So I say that to say, guys, please, if you're going to trade high risk, take your money. There are brokers that I highly recommend when it comes to trading extremely high risk and flipping your account. We have them in the back office. Lyranex, honestly, is my number one. I actually copy trade, which we're going to talk about this too. We're going to talk about risk management when it comes to swing trading. Okay, we're going to talk about my recommendation for that so you don't blow your account swing trading. Because swing trading is not supposed to be something where you just buy, or sell until you blow your account or until you lose your prop firm. So we're going to get to that in a second. Okay. Lyranex, when it comes to flipping, I love it. I'll drop my link after this call in the channel so that you guys are with Lyranex. Now they do not take US clients unless you say that you are from Panama. So please, if you're going to use Lyranex, Panama. Now, the reason why it's my number one, Live FX would be my number two, but Lyranex is my number one for these quick flips because one, regulated and licensed. Two, they have MT4, MT5. Now, you guys will see I trade a lot on the Trade Locker app. I actually copy trade. I use something called CopyGram. You guys could look it up afterwards, but I actually copy trade from LiveFX, my Trade Locker account, to LyraNex. It's called CopyGram. Now, what it allows me to do is I could just trade on Trade Locker because I love trading on Trade Locker. And then from Trade Locker, it copies automatically to MT5. So I'm trading both of my accounts at the same time. I always believe in diversifying between different brokers. So when you see me share Trade Locker, it's because I just love the tools. When you like, there's a button for break even. You press break even and it puts your stop loss at break even. Like MT5 doesn't have those tools, but Lyranex doesn't have Trade Locker. So I copy trade personally from Trade Locker to my MT5 account to Lyranex. Okay. Lyranex can be used in St. Vincent, yes. Even if it's set up in Canada, yes. I lived in St. Vincent for 2 years. So I can attest, yes, you could use it at St. Vincent. I just got back from St. Vincent. Definitely my favorite island. So yeah, I love Trade Locker. I love Trade Locker a lot. So I'll just copy trade from Trade Locker to MT5. I'd rather be on Trade Locker. But Lyranex, like I said, my number one. When it comes to withdrawals, Lyranex, like when it okay, so in the broker industry, guys, oh nice. Going back with my best friend Ashley is actually going soon as well. I'm a little jealous of her too. You guys are all taking vacations to my favorite island without me. But with Lyranex, guys, when it comes to brokers, you want to make sure you can always withdraw. I always like to make sure that. So any broker that we recommend, great in terms of withdrawals. And if you ever have an issue getting your withdrawal from any of our recommended brokers, just hit me up. I will personally message the owner and say, sir or ma'am, my mentee, yeah, she needs her money. Okay, so don't worry about that. Lyranex is great, yeah. Also, there's Pew Prime. Pew Prime is also, you can go with whatever broker you want to. Some brokers may not pay you out. That's all I'm gonna say. You can use whatever broker you want, but you don't want to just do everything you're doing and the broker doesn't pay you out. So if you go into the back office, let me actually open this up real quick. If you go into the back office, members, I don't really want to go to admin. Okay, let me log into my account real quick. So if you go to the back office and you actually log in and you go to where it says recommended brokers, we have them here. So Lyranex, LiveFX, Pew Prime. Pew Prime, it does not work in the US. Okay, so Pew Prime does not offer clients in the US, but really good broker. I got to change this link up a little bit, but really good broker. This one here, LiveFX, another really good broker. I think Pew Prime, the referral link is not there. I want you guys to click on my referral link so I can make sure that there's not going to be any issues. But Lyranex is also here, which is my go-to. And again, you guys could register that you're in US. Okay, so let's go back here. So yeah, you want to make sure you're with the broker that's going to pay you out. Okay, you want to be with one of those random brokers out there that will let you have like 1,000 leverage, no spread. The spreads are really good, guys. You can do your own research on that because spreads depend on the account type that you have. I can't go through all of that. Yes, Pew Prime is really good. So, what was I saying? Yes. So want to make sure that you're with a really good broker. I like CopyGram because I can do Trade Locker to MT5. Now, I want to talk about risk management when it comes to swing trading because I feel like for some reason a lot of people have the impression that, well, again, if you're trading high risk and you're willing to lose it all, just make sure you're withdrawing. But you should also have a high risk account and a low risk account. Okay. So if we're swing trading, low risk, When you're trading low risk, there's no such thing as blowing your account. Type a yes if you agree. If you're trading low risk, there's no such thing as blowing your account. Just type a yes if you agree in the chat. If you say to yourself, I'm going to trade low risk, you should never blow an account. Now, we know with swing trading, it's positional trades, right? Sometimes we do not always use a stop loss when it comes to swing trading. Sometimes we might move stop loss into profit. We might move stop loss to entry, but that's when our trade is already like in profit. Okay? And there's different techniques and strategies that we're gonna start implementing with swing trading, just to help more of you guys out with just being a little less risky. Like we might say move stop loss in profit because the trade is 80 pips, or we might say stop loss at entry, trade is 80 pips, etc. Like just stay tuned for that, but that's near the end of the call. But swing trading low risk, this is what you need. And especially if you're on a prop firm. Equity protection. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, they were swing trading and they hit their 5% equity protection on their prop firm and they lost their account, but they've been consistently profitable from the very beginning and they never got to withdraw. They didn't withdraw, then they lost their account. First thing I say is, if you have a prop firm and your max loss is 5%, you should have a 3 to 4% max drawdown risk. Okay? You don't want, unless you're okay with potentially buying a new prop firm, or this is your high risk account. I'm talking about low risk specifically. So I'm talking to my low risk long-term traders here. If you set equity protection at 3 to 4%, you're not going to lose your account unless you lose another 2% the next day, which is very rare with how we trade. Sometimes we may have a rocky week or a rocky day, but that should never blow your whole entire account, ever, on low risk. So what you could do is that you guys can look this up afterwards, but there's something called Social Trader Tools. And you guys could Google this or write it down so you can Google it after. Social Trader Tools has an equity protection setting. Let's just look this up together actually, because I'm showing you guys the tools that I use along my journey of staying in the game long term. Okay. So, okay, there's even a video on how to set it up. Let me just drop this in the chat so you guys can save it. Drop it in the chat. So Social Trader Tools has an equity protection setting. So what you could say to it is you could actually go in there and you could set a setting that will close all of your trades automatically if it hits a certain amount of equity. This is whether it's a live account or whether it's a prop firm. That is what Social Trader Tools will do. And it comes in handy so that you don't fail your prop firm or you don't blow your live account. Now, when it comes to swing trading, you guys can decide, do I want to set a 15% max drawdown rule for myself? Do I want to set a 30%? Am I willing to risk 40%? Again, the more you're willing to risk, the more you should be withdrawing. Okay? So if you're swing trading and you're personally, your max loss is 15%. If it's 15%, you've been on a streak for 2-3 months. One day you hit 15%. That shouldn't wipe off all your profits for one. You can start fresh the next day for two. And now when you take our new buy setup, or let's say you've hit 15% equity protection and you buy again or you sell again based on what we call, and you make that back. Is that not better than blowing your entire account? Just type a yes or no in the chat box. Hitting an equity protection and trading to live another day, is that better than blowing your whole account on low risk? Remember, on high risk, you can risk it all for the biscuit. But I recommend having 2 accounts. Okay? Swing trading could be a little tricky Because like I said, sometimes we're in buys from the bottom. You may have just started, you're not in those buys. My drawdown could be 5% and yours could be 20%. It just depends on the positions you're in, when you joined. It depends on so many different things, guys. So we're very excited near the end of this call where we're gonna touch on this more and have different programs to help you guys out more with swing trading. But my recommendation after this call is you stick to the risk management 0.01 per 1,000. Done deal, stick to that. Then I want you guys to think about your own equity protection. Okay, it is very rare that we hit these equity protection numbers. Whatever you set, it's rare. Why? Because normally our entries are sniper. Like I said, this move was unprecedented. But let's say for example, you took these trades up here, okay? Gold dropped about 1,100 pips, and let's say your equity protection hit and you lost 15% of your account right here. Granted, you've been trading with us for a while. Guys, is my audio good? Type a yes if my audio is good, or type a no if it's not. Cool. Okay, it's good. So you may have to leave Zoom and come back, Octolion. So let's say we the fourth entry, gold pulled back. You're like, you hit your equity protection at 15%, boom, you're out of these swings. Okay. Well, when you hit that equity protection of 15% and you're out of these swings, you have 85% of your account left to trade this. Okay. Let's say you hit 15% here. That's your own personal equity protection. Now, we took a buy entry again at 39.51. And we caught, before we closed, well, we actually caught over 800 pips because we took 39.51, I think maybe 3 times or so. And we were also in a buy at 4008 and we closed that at about 100 pips. So let's say we caught 900 more pips. From here to here, you could have made another 5% gain on your account, which means you would need what? 10% more to get back to break even, and you were withdrawing profits before that point. Type a yes if you guys are following. So when it comes to swing trading, we don't like, everyone is so different, guys, when it comes to trading in general, right? What I do is I'll tell you guys where I'm getting into the market. If I'm buying here, if I'm buying here, if I'm buying here. But I can't look into your personal accounts and see what your drawdown is and manage that for you. You have to decide, okay, on my low risk account, this is what I'm willing to risk. This is all I'm willing to risk for the day. And you can either set up in social trader tools or you can mentally say, okay, on my $1,000 account, if I hit $150 in drawdown, I'm just gonna close and wait for the next buy position. Remember, this is your long-term low risk account. This is not the high risk one. The high risk, blow it. You're trading high risk, so you know that's what's gonna happen anyways. Just try to withdraw before you blow. But the low risk one, you want to have that equity protection set so that you can live to trade another day. If you want to do that, you don't want to be in a position where you've been building your account up for 2, 3 months, making profit, making profit. You did not withdraw, and now one trading day takes everything away. This is how you stay behind. The good thing about trading, guys, the good thing about life in general, it's never over. And if I gave up after every blown account, I would not be where I was today. You could always live to trade another day. If you blew it, if before this call you didn't withdraw any of your profits and you blew everything, you started with like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. My best advice is do what you can to get that money again and start fresh with the right mindset. A lot of people jump into the markets and they don't even have the mind, they don't have discipline, they don't have the mindset to withdraw, they don't use proper risk management, and they just give up. Type a 333 if you guys are with me. They give up. But just imagine what you could do if now you start fresh with the money you lost and you approach the market differently. Imagine now you have, okay, you want to trade high risk, you have a high risk account. Did my mouse die on me? Okay, I thought it died on me. I gotta charge it. Imagine now you have a high risk account and you have a low risk account, and you take everything you learned from this call. You withdraw from your high risk, you compound your low risk, and you have an equity protection on your low risk. So you can live to trade another day. Going back to Paul's scalping, guys see this all the time too. I'm not sure if you guys think you have to take every trade, but you don't. Okay? When it comes to trading, you need a trading plan. If you go to our back office, we actually have a resource, a trading plan resource. You, especially when it comes to scalping, you don't have to catch every single trade. He sends those trades out because there's some people who might be awake New York session and sleeping London, or sleeping London, awake New York. Like, he doesn't say, you have to take every single setup. You need a daily goal. You need a daily goal. This is on your long-term account that you're looking to grow. Low risk, high risk, that's your YOLO account. You're either gonna buy a Bugatti or live on the street. That's your low risk, that's your high risk account. YOLO. When it comes to scalping, you need a goal. Okay? A lot of you guys will be up like 10% for the day. Take another scalping trade, hit stop loss, and lose it all. Don't do that. Set a daily goal, whether it's 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%. Set your daily goal and stick to it, or set a number that you're looking to achieve, right? If it's $5, $20, 100, make it realistic. Don't try to achieve 30% a day unless you're going to withdraw every day. That's not realistic. But let's say you set a goal of like 1 or 2%, which is more on the lower end, or even 0.5%. Once you hit that goal, guys, just stop trading. If he sends another trade, don't take it. Type a yes if you guys understand this. You don't have to take every single trade that is sent out. The win rate is already very high. Okay? You could even trade 2 to 3 times a week and you'll be okay. This is not a sprint. It is a marathon. So set a daily goal and stick to it. Be disciplined enough to say, this is why I recommend having 2 accounts, okay? Because a lot of us, we lack that discipline. At the end of the day, we want money quickly. What comes easy doesn't last, but it could still pay you a bit, okay? So if you want to go crazy and take every single trade, have 2 accounts. Your high risk account, YOLO. You're going to go wild. You're going to go buck crazy. You're going to try to flip it. You're going to withdraw, YOLO. Your low risk account, your long-term compound, buy a house, set your family up for financial freedom. You need a daily goal. 30 pips a day keeps the bills away. I like that. You need a daily goal if you're going to use this account long term. Okay, so once you hit that percentage or that dollar amount, pause, go again tomorrow. Now, just like how you have a max goal for gaining, you also need one for losing on your low risk account. So maybe you could say, okay, I'm done if I make 2%, and I'm done if I lose 2%. Please, guys, have a journal and stick to it for your long-term account, please. If you go here and you go to where it says trading journal, you can actually log every trade you took, okay? And you could say why you took it. But not only that, we have resources. So resources, look, trading journal. Don't know if you guys knew all this was here, but it's here. We have a trading journal. Keep track of every trade. Journaling builds consistency. So you could say your pair, did you buy or sell, your stop loss, what was your risk, what was take profit, and then you could say why you took it and why did you follow your plan on the trade. What went well? What could you improve for next time? Journaling is what sets $1 million traders from traders that just run to the market and don't even have a plan. If you don't know what your goal is in terms of money or what your risk is in terms of loss, how are you going to be successful long term? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you're taking signals and you have no idea what you want to make for the day or no idea what you're looking to lose for the day, you're all over the place. And if your trade account is all over the place, how are you going to prosper? Type a yes if you guys understand. Am I preaching to the choir? Type a yes if you guys understand. How are you going to succeed as a trader? It's like trying to save money and you're not even looking at what you're spending. It's like trying to budget and you're not even going into your bank account. You know how many people are scared to open their bank account and look at what they've spent for the month or what they bought and when? I'm not scared. I will download my banking app and I will go, I don't care how much money I make. I will go line by line. It's like people are afraid to look at their credit score and they want to build their credit. How do you expect to build something if you don't have a plan on how you're going to build it? You cannot be afraid of looking at your bank account if you're trying to save. You can't be afraid of looking at your credit score if you're trying to build your credit. You can't go to the market and expect to be a consistent trader without having goals. What is your daily loss goal? Not loss goal. What is your daily profit goal? And when are you going to stop if you're going crazy? Why are you blowing an account in one day if unless you're willing to blow it? The only time you should blow your trade account in one day is if you go into the day saying, I'm okay blowing my trade account today. That's the only time. That's the only time it's okay. If you say, I'm going to double it or blow it today, that's the if you had no intention on blowing your trade account and you blew it, you just went in without a plan. You went in blindly. You're not thinking straight. You have no trading journal. Okay. We have 30 days towards success. I don't know if you guys are using these resources, but they're actually really good. 30 days towards success will actually tell you what you should be doing your first 30 days in our academy to be successful. These are different resources you guys should look at before even placing a trade. Okay, so if I click 30 days towards success, you can see this here. Welcome, day one. Why my camera just like shakes? I've turned the setting off where my camera follows me because sometimes I'm crazy and then it shakes, but it's okay. Day 2 to 7, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I would recommend taking your time. Look at this. You revisit your goals. How close are you progressing? 50 a day, 100 a day? How can your mentor help? You should be able to enter a trade. Okay. Day 1 to 25, day 25 to 30. How are you feeling? Check in. Book suggestions. All these books. I've read all these books. I read Naked Forex and Trading in the Zone. Helped me trade the strategy that I'm trading now. Guys, we have to take initiative as well when it comes to making money in the foreign exchange market. Copying and pasting signals is literally not the key to real wealth. It's how you copy and paste, it's how you manage your risk, and it's how you work on yourself. It's how you plan, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What are you telling yourself? What are you reading? What are you studying? Type a yes if you guys are with me. Like, why is my camera playing right now? Okay, I love it. Who got value from this call? Type of 777. Did you guys get value from this call? Because I have something I want to share. I got something I want to share, which is going to the public tomorrow, but you guys get to see it first. Are we ready? Are you guys ready for the announcement? Okay, cool. We have something exciting happening. Guys, we have 2 boot camps coming soon. Beginner trading boot camp and an advanced trading boot camp. You're going to meet Paul, the scalper, Ashley, and myself. Type a 333 if we should do this. If I don't get at least 50 333s, I don't think we're doing it. I don't think we're doing it. I don't think we're gonna do it. Let's see. Can we get 50? Okay, okay. So let me explain. This is gonna be recorded. It's a 3-day boot camp. We have a beginner boot camp and an advanced boot camp. The beginner boot camp, I don't care how long you've been trading Forex, please get in here. This is free for anyone in the academy with an active membership, free. We're not charging for this information. We're not charging for this. You guys, realistically, we're all paying for signals, copy and paste trade ideas, and live sessions here and there. We actually added live sessions at no extra cost. So these calls, we don't charge you guys for. There are so many signal channels that charge so much money just for signals, but we want to build you guys up as well. Okay? So what we're gonna do day one is just getting set up, navigate through our platform, and go through these resources. I told you guys, I'm gonna explain the platform and how to use it, how to navigate through MT4, MT5, Trade Locker, setting a demo account, connecting to trading tools, Forex language and terms. That is day 2, right? So learn what pips are, lot sizes, what leverage means, calculating profit or loss accurately, familiar with key terms. Okay. Then day 3, we put it all together, mastering risk management and lot sizing, how to copy and paste trades. Paul is going to be speaking on the best ways to take his trades. Should you take TP1? Should you take TP2? How to take all TPs, best ways to take all TPs, best ways to manage drawdown, best ways to risk. Paul himself, you're going to see his lovely face. And he's also going to be added to our group chat right after this boot camp. So we can pick his brain in there too. But I have to do like the grand opening for him before I add him to our group chat. How to join the community, that's not for you guys. You guys are already in. Okay. Advanced boot camp. We're all going to kick it up a notch. We are going to go up a level. So mastering gold price action. Why gold is our main focus. We're going to understand how gold moves compared to other pairs. We're going to teach you guys how to read candlestick structure and market behavior, identify institutional levels. Okay. Day 2, strategy and execution, draw support and resistance, master our break and retest strategy, learn the difference between swing trading and scalping. Day 3, I'm going to do a call on my swing strategy, and Paul is going to talk to you about his scalping strategy. We have never done this before for the public, and you guys don't have to pay for it. This is going to be included for everybody. And every call is going to be recorded. So when it's recorded, it's going to be added to the back office so that every single time you guys, need to go back to it, you can always watch it again. And for anyone that gets started, anybody that you guys refer to the academy, you're going to tell them, hey, look, watch the beginner boot camp, then watch the advanced boot camp, then start trading. That's all you got to tell them. Okay, so we talked about also one-on-one. A lot of you guys just type a yes if you think you need a one-on-one mentorship. Just type a yes if you think you need it. I'm a little iffy about this slide. I don't know if you guys want to talk to me one-on-one or if you just like me in a group setting. I don't know, but people always ask us for one-on-one. So Paul and I will be opening that door for one-on-one sessions, and I'm smiling from ear to ear because one-on-one sessions is really what helped me fine-tune my trading and take me from A to Z. I try to do as much as I can in a group setting, but I know one-on-one is just more like so intimate and you can learn a lot. So we are gonna be opening one-on-one after the advanced bootcamp. We're gonna announce it. Okay, so we want you guys to go through everything at first. So again, included for all of you, this is the exciting announcement. It's the bootcamp and it's meeting Paul. Now, going forward, guys, all I want you to do now when it goes to copying and pasting trades, even the swing trades, please have 2 accounts. Okay, you have an account for scalping, you have an account for swinging. Please don't go into the market blindly. So I want you guys to know what you should be risking. If you're trading high risk, YOLO, you're risking it for the biscuit. But if you're trading low risk, please understand that you should only be risking 1 to 2% of trade, low risk. Okay, for swings, have that equity protection. if you're trading low risk, you should never blow your account swinging. Okay? You have the goal, have a daily goal. Before you trade tomorrow, I want you to sit down in the mirror and talk to yourself today and say, Mary, I want you to say, Renz, Ed, Addie, Nikki, Cindy, Mabel, I'm only gonna risk 2% today, and my goal is 2%. Once I hit that risk, I'm not taking Paul's next trade. And once I hit that goal, I'm not taking the next trade. So please, if you're looking to grow your account long term, set those goals for yourself. If you have the same 1-to-1 risk ratio, and remember, it's a dollar amount. Okay, so if you have that same 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio for all the trades, guys, you'll still end up profitable at the end of the month because Paul wins a lot more than he loses. Okay, so you have high risk where you can go crazy. So for your high risk account, you know how the only way, sorry, you're not going to go crazy blowing an account is if you have it in your mind that it could potentially blow because you already know. A lot of you guys think for some reason that 10% a day is normal, but it's not normal because this is what you end up with after a year. Okay? It's not normal. So the only way you're not going to go quote unquote crazy is if you have it in your mind that I'm trading high risk, so one day it might blow. So what am I going to do? Going to withdraw as I grow. Low risk, you have percent goals. It should never blow because you're disciplined. So have those two accounts. You want to trade high risk, fine. You want to trade low risk, fine. Someone said, what percent do you recommend for scalping and for swinging? That is up to you. If you're trading high risk, like I said, you can probably risk 10 to 20% of setup to make 10, 20%, right? Because you're trading high risk, just make sure you withdraw. Low risk, 1 to 2%. Risking per trade, I would say, is low risk. And if you even want to go lower, 0.5%, because you need 200 trades to blow 0.5%. But I would say 0.5 to 2% a trade, I would say that is low risk. 3 to 5% a trade, you're more on the medium risk side. 5 to 10%, you're trading high risk. So if you're looking to compound and build over time, you should not be losing 5 to 10% a trade. So 0.5 to 2%, hopefully that answers your question. That is what I recommend for low risk. I can't tell you what to do because I'm not a financial advisor, but realistically, 0.5 to 2% is low risk type trading. Okay, so we want you guys to be successful when it comes to copying and pasting. So again, you don't have to take every trade. It's really only sent, like Paul, he has 2 accounts, high risk, low risk. On his low risk account, he has that daily goal and he stops. On his high risk, he's boom, 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 scalping. That's why he'll send so many trades because he's actually taking them on his high risk account. Okay, so please separate. You're gonna have like a angel on this side and a devil on this side. You talk high risk, there's the devil. Angel, low risk. You're talking to both. You're dealing with both. You're trading with both. Right? Okay, so boot camp. We're gonna announce this publicly tomorrow. But I wanted to tell you guys first. So again, 10 to 13th, every class is gonna be 7 p.m. EST. Just because I know some of you guys have 9 to 5s, you have children, you gotta put them to bed, all that stuff. So it's later in the evening, but again, they're all gonna be recorded. Okay, included for all of you guys. If you know anyone that wants to learn how to trade, they can also attend the boot camp, but they just have to get a membership, which you get paid for because we have a referral program. So if you got value from this call, guys, type a 222. If you got value, type a 222. Did I teach you anything today? I love it. So if you guys really want this boot camp to happen, I need you to go in our group chat and type, I'm ready for the boot camp. We got 50 people on this call. I'll tell Paul that we are doing this if you go into our chat. By the way, Ashley's been killing it with signals, but she sat out last week and she sat out this week because gold's been going crazy, and she's very, very disciplined. When it comes to trading intraday, it's okay for swinging and scalps to be a little more quote unquote active, but for intraday it's different. So I'm ready for the boot camp. I need 50 plus people to say it in the chat, guys. I need to know because I don't know if you guys honestly just want signals. I don't know. We're adding all this extra value for free, but maybe you guys just want signals. Maybe we're doing this for nothing and you guys just want to copy and paste. But I'm trying to duplicate myself. I want everyone here to have a G-Wagon. I want everyone here to have a Lambo. I want everyone here to have the car and the house of their dreams. So put in the chat, I'm ready for the boot camp. Yeah, we all need to link up for real. Okay, so we want the boot camp. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if you guys were just trying to copy and paste trades, but you want the boot camp. Let me see what's happening in the chat. Let's see if we got 50, if we got to 50 yet. I think we got to 16. Oh, damn. Oh my gosh. I think the boot camp's gonna happen, guys. I can't even lie. You guys are actually going crazy. I think the boot camp's gonna happen. Okay. I guess we're ready for the boot camp. Riding in style with me, yes. Okay, so I want to learn how to fish. I'm just reading the comments, guys. I love it. Okay, so don't go into tomorrow blindly. The 10th is what? November 10th? Not next week, but the week after. It's not too far away. It's not one, two, like five. No, it's not too far away. We got about 11 days, 11, 12 days. So going into this week, guys, next week is NFP week. So be very mindful with your risk. Okay. Just stick to that low 1 to 2% risk per trade. Stop when you hit your daily loss. Stop when you hit your daily goal. DM if you have any questions. Keep taking signals. By the way, guys, how just type in the chat in here. Are you guys liking Paul's trades? Type a yes or no. You guys liking it? Don't lie to me. If it's a no, be honest. Be honest. Okay, I love it. I love it. All right. Who is still swinging with me? Be honest. Who is still in swing trades with me? Type a yes if you're still in. I know some of y'all went crazy and may not have withdrawn. I don't know if you guys are still in. Are you guys still in with me? Some people are not swinging. I know some of you guys are just scalping. Someone said I'm out. Hello. Okay, you must be back in, girl. Yeah, few scalps hit stop loss. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Can't win every trade. We'll be swinging soon. I'm in. You guys know your stuff. Thank you. Okay, small profits every day in swings. Took profit, got out of 500. Nice. See, you're got out of 500, Cindy. I want you to take note of what that percent gain was. I want you guys to also take note that if you're trading low risk, you're probably making like 10 to 15% a month, honestly. If you're trading high risk, then anything I would say 20% and up is like medium high risk. So if you have two accounts, low risk and high risk, on your low risk account, I actually want you guys to stop at a certain level of profit. We're going to talk about this more in the boot camp. But going forward, I just want you guys to use proper risk management or high risk, risk it for the biscuit. But if you do that, two accounts so you can stay in this academy. Okay, so you can continue to learn. So I'm telling you guys, trading will change your life. And there's just so many announcements. But does anybody here want to go further than trading? Learn entrepreneurship, learn how to get funding for their business, learn how to become fire your boss type of yes. Anybody want to fire their boss? Not with trading, but with entrepreneurship. because we also are cooking up something as it pertains to business. Okay, so we're gonna take this industry by storm, guys, and I just want you to know that, like, just stay grounded, stay focused. If you blew a trade account before, it's okay. You'll live to trade another day. If you didn't get to withdraw and your trade account blew, it's okay. We had this call, live to trade another day. A lot of people run these signal channels and they don't care about the success of their students. They just go look for more students. I don't know if you guys know that. But we do these calls and we're doing this boot camp because we literally care. I don't want you guys to have losing months when I know that I have a G-Wagon in my driveway from trading profits. It's no reason why you should be losing. So if you are losing, it's just we just have to tweak a few things. You just have to learn a few more things. Even if you want to sit back and trade on demo until our boot camp, you guys can do that. Don't rush unless you're trading high risk. Don't rush to go crazy, guys. There's so much time to learn and be profitable with us. Like, we're not going anywhere. So I'll see you guys in the group chat. Guys, you see this energy we had when you guys said you're ready for the boot camp? We need this energy whether trades hit stop loss or take profit. Us, like, behind the scenes, sending signals is like just the psychological aspect of sending signals could be so stressful sometimes. Because sometimes you send a trade, it goes in drawdown or hits stop loss, and you're like, oh my God, I lost everybody money. You don't really care yourself because you've been doing it for so long, but sometimes it just takes a toll. So it goes such, like, trust me, sending motivational stuff you guys send in the chat, sharing your profits, even sharing what you learned for the day, even saying good morning, it goes such a long way for the traders in the community because we see it and we're like, okay, they're liking it, they're appreciative. Like, it goes such a long way. So I would love this energy that you guys have here. When we send trades, like, just say, hey, I'm in the trade, or ask a question about the trade. Like, be vocal. So many channels don't have group chats because they hide behind their results. Whether it's constructive criticism, like anything, guys, drop it in the chat. A goal, your daily goal, did you hit it? Did you not hit it? Did you risk too much? Like, let's talk. Let's really be a real community. And then also, guys, we're gonna have. Well, you guys can let me know what you think about this since I have you on the call to get your feedback. Study pods, study pod, where we're just like on Zoom like this, and everybody's mic is unmuted. And the study pod is like we talk about anything. We just like study together. Do you guys like that idea? Study pod? Maybe a couple times a week. There's no set topic, but we're all on mute. We talk about our trades for the week. We talk about our goals. We just study different things. We study different terminologies. We teach each other different things. Study pods, you guys want those? Cool. I think that would be really cool. Even like a couple times a week, if like I'm on Zoom like this and we're playing music in the background. Maybe I might look at the chart and I might see a setup live. Maybe I might scalp with you guys a little bit on these study pods. We can even look at the chart right here. See, this was our four. This zone, this buy zone, when I call this buy at 4008, look, it ended up going up 370 pips. This is what I expected before the drop. But gold just decided to break. So stuff like this we can even talk about. Like, why did gold retrace before going up when we just thought it was going to go up? Why did it have to do this? I could tell you guys manipulation. Um, the market wanted to take out buyers that couldn't hold trades and then shoot up. Happens all the time. That's why we use proper risk management. But anyway, study pods, we'll talk about stuff like this. Yeah, pick up more buyers. Everybody could just be unmuted and we just all talk to each other and it's just we're all learning different things. Tell us what you saw in the market. We could talk about Trump, what he's doing to the market. Like, study pods would be great. So I'm gonna save this recording, guys, and I'm gonna put it in our recording sessions in the back office. You guys, once you go here and you go to replays, right now there's no replays because nothing has been recorded, but when you go to log into the academy and go to replays, I'm gonna upload this video here, okay? So you guys can go back and reference this video.